Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn to read and write Hindi. We are also here because we want to learn to read and write Urdu. We are doing both at the same time. Today is our day number 29. It is very important, it is imperative, it is crucial, it is vital. It is absolutely essential that you watch these videos in the proper sequence. If you're watching day number 29, I'll assume that you already have mastered the material that we learned in the first 28 days. Today we'll start a new concept, something that is known in Urdu as Tashdeed. It doesn't exist in Hindi. It does have an equivalent concept in Hindi, but obviously it's not called Tashdeed. Tashdeed is very much a concept in Urdu. Tashdeed. Let's first learn to write this word itself before we do anything else. Tashdeed. So here we have ta. Of course, this letter has a name in Urdu. It is called te. We already know that. Te. Then we have a sh, which looks like this. This is called sheen. Not seen. Seen is sa. Sheen, tash, then we have a dal, da, then a choti ye. Choti ye is going to give us a badi e ki matra right there. We have learned this all already. Tash, di, and then the da, tashdeed. When we put them all together, the ta takes this shape. The sh will have two loops there. Then we'll make another additional loop to join the da. This is our da. Then choti ye looks like this when it appears in the middle of the word, and then another da. Tashdeed. It looks like a W. It looks exactly like a W. When W, not the W rather, when Tashdeed appears on top of a letter in Urdu, that sound, that letter is to be pronounced twice. That letter, if it appears on top of any letter, that letter is to be pronounced twice. Let's see how we handle this same concept in Hindi. In Hindi, they have a notion of half a letter. This concept, this notion of half a letter does not exist in Urdu. It does not exist in Urdu. So let's see how the two languages compare to each other, dealing with the same notion of a sound that has to be pronounced twice. We're going to do 10 words today. We're going to do 10 words today, 10 very simple, very straightforward words, very babyish word. Let's start with a very simple. A word containing the first letter of Urdu alphabet and a second letter of Urdu alphabet. It cannot get any simpler than that. The first letter of Urdu alphabet that we already know is alif. There we go, we have our Second letter of Urdu alphabet is be. So this is our be. B rather. And then same thing repeated, but in the other sequence. Again we have another b, and then alif. What we have written here in Hindi, this will be read as b ba. We don't need b ba. What we are looking for is abba. And the b, the first b is pronounced with It's not b ba, it's abba. So how we do it, how we tackle this concept in Hindi is that we take out this line. This line that you see, I'm sure I'm calling it a line, but I'm sure this notion of line that appears in a lot of the letters, in a lot of the Hindi letters, I'm sure it has a name, I just don't know it. You just take it out and you join this guy with this guy. So it looks like this now. There is your and this is your half a b. This is half b, half letter. As you can see, it doesn't have this line here. And then you join the other one with it. And now it reads abba. Abba. In Urdu, what we're going to do is we're going to take our alif, then a ba. So far it's up. Then we put a symbol on top of it. That tells me that I have to pronounce this letter twice. So it's up. And then this letter b is to be pronounced second time, along with the other letter that comes next to it, which in this case happens to be alif. There we go. That's how we write Abba. Abba. The Urdu reader would know that would know that this is not to be pronounced Abba. The Tashdeed tells us that this is half a letter. The Tashdeed tells us that this letter is to be pronounced twice. The first time, the sound is going to be joined with the letter preceding it. So it's Abba, just like here. Abba. Let's do one more. Another one, very simple one. Instead of Abba, instead of a ba, let's replace the ba with a ma. Ma. Abba, as you know, means father. Amma means mother. Amma. Let's see how we write Amma. So again, we have a and a ma and a ma. Again, this will be read as a mama. We don't need a mama. We want amma. A and a ma have to join together. So this will not be a full letter. The first ma would not be full. It will be like that. And then the second one joins it like this. Amma. Here we have ma. We already know. We have done it many times. We already know it that when a meme, this letter is called meme. Meme in its full form looks like this. But when it's about to join something, the half a form looks like this. Instead of starting from the top and the loop going down, the loop starts from the bottom and goes like that. So that's what we have to do here. So this is our and then ma has to be repeated, so it's ma. So we put a symbol next on top of it, Tashdeed, and then join the alif, just like Abba, Amma, Amma, Abba. Let's do one more, shall we? Enough for the Amma and Abba. Let's do something else. Here is Be, and it has a Zair underneath it. This letter is called Zair. This is no news to us. This is no news to us. We have learned our matras. We have done this thing many, many times. We are on day number 29. We learned our matras long time ago. In the first 16 or 20 days, we learned all the matras. We learned choti iki matra. That's what this is. This is called Zair. We already know it. Zair. This symbol is called Zair, and Zair gives us choti iki matra. So here's our ba. We don't want a ba, we want a b. And then we have a lam, that gives us a la. And then we have another lam, and now badi ki matra. Now again, in Hindi, what this reads is bilali. We don't want bilali, we want billi. Billi, as in cat, meow. Instead of bilali, we want billi. So the first la is going to be half. And it's going to join this guy. Let's first join this letter in Urdu. So here's our be. It's going to join the lam. And the lam is repeated, so it's going to have a symbol on top of it. And then we need a choti here. There is your ba. We need a zair underneath. Billi. That's how we write billi. Billi. Tashdeed on top of lam tells us that the lam is to be pronounced half along with the letter preceding it. So it becomes bil. And then it's to be pronounced again. The lam is to be pronounced again with the join with the letter following it. In this case, it has to join the letter that follows it because it acts as a matra. Billi. 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 Let's join it together. I'm going to do my best to put this together. I don't know how good of a job I'm going to do. Bill. And then another one. Billi. As I have told you many, many times, I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn Hindi, and I'm here to relearn Urdu, something that I learned long time ago, over 4 decades ago. But Hindi is something brand new to me. So I hope they don't send somebody from Hindustan to come and arrest me for the horrible job that I'm doing here with my writing. One day I'll improve my handwriting. a bit too early in the game right now. Let's do one more, shall we? Instead of Billy, let's write the name of a city. Instead of a bird, let's replace it with a the. Now it reads Delhi. Now it reads Delhi. So this is going to go away, bird is going to go away. It's going to be replaced with a dal with a choti e ki matra. Delhi. We don't need a ba, we need a the. Now I have to remember how to write the. I believe that is correct. Yep, I got it right. Delhi. Delhi is how we say Delhi. Delhi. Let's do one more, shall we? Instead of Delhi, we had Billy. We converted Billy into a Delhi. Let's do next one. Now we're going to have a word beginning with ma. Meme with a choti e ki matra. This is going to get a little tricky, so pay attention. So ma with choti e ki matra, there is your ma. So that becomes me. Then we have a te. Te. Ta. Ta looks like this. And then another ta. And a badi e ki matra. Badi e ki matra takes choti ye. We've learned the choti ye and badi ye. I don't know where we learned it. Right there on day number 3. Choti ye and badi ye. Choti ye is the penultimate letter of the Urdu alphabet. Badi ye is the ultimate, the last letter. Penultimate, the second last letter of Urdu alphabet. Choti ye. Choti ye gives us badi e ki matra. Choti ye acts as badi e ki matra. So what we have here is mit ti. Mit ti. So this part is mit ti. Again, the way it is written, listen very carefully. The way it is written, it reads in Hindi to the eyes of the Hindi reader. It reads meter ti. We don't want meter ti. We want mit ti. Mit ti. The first is short and it joins what precedes it. The problem, and we do that by writing half a letter. But the problem here is that unlike the ba is like this, ta is like this, ma is like this. You see, they all have this line. As I said, I don't know what it's called, but they have this line. And when you want half a letter, you simply take out the line, and it becomes half a letter. The problem here is that ta, when you write a ta, it doesn't have any line that we can take out. It doesn't have this additional line that we can simply erase. So then how do we tell the reader that this first ta is half a ta? How do we tell the reader that the first ta is to be pronounced with me? It's not mitati. How do we tell the reader that it's mitti? We can't take out, we can't do what we do here. So what they do in Hindi, to help out the reader, you put an additional symbol that looks like this. That's it. That additional symbol, let me write it in a different ink. That additional symbol, again, I'm sure these things have names, obviously. If a concept exists, the concept must have a name. This concept, this small symbol at the bottom of the first ta tells the reader that this is half a ta and is to be pronounced mitti. Let's join them together in Urdu. So here's a ma. We don't want a ma, we want a me. The zer gives us me. Then we have a ta. Ta looks like this. That's mit. And then we need a ta again, so we're going to put the Tashdeed on top of it and join it with a choti ye. Voila. What we have here is mitti. Mitti. Let's do one more. Well, not one more. We're going to do 5 more. Let's do the next one. Here's the. Then a ba. since I don't know how to make a half a letter from the very beginning, so I do it like in a childish manner. I first write the whole thing and then I'm going to have to erase the line. Of course, the native writer would know how to tackle this thing from the very beginning. So that is dub. So far is dub. We need another burr. Another burr is going to join it. So far is dub, burr, and then ba. Dabba. Dabba, as in a box. Dabba. Let's put them together. Shoot. That's not what I meant to do. Let's put them together. Or we can do them right here. Dab and then ba. That's all. That's how we write dabba. Dabba. Let's do the next one. Why don't we put this here? Dabba. Let's do one more, shall we? Pa. Pa. And then calf. This is calf. K. This is K. And then we need a ka. Pakka. Pakka. So what's going to happen here is now this loop that comes here and then it goes down, the down part disappears. This down part disappears and it's going to join the next curve. Voila. Pakka. Pakka. Let's do it in Urdu. So here we have a pa, then we have a ka. Oh, I went too fast. Ka, when it's about to join something, it takes this form. This is the form ka takes. This is ka, to which we're going to join the pa, and then the alif. But the ka is to be pronounced twice. Pakka. As you can see, it looks quite ugly. It looks quite atrocious, because and that only happens when you're a native writer and so forth. And since I learned Urdu in my younger years, when I write it in the choppy form, one letter at a time, it comes out very ugly. Let's read free form. This is how it looks to look like. Voila. Pakka. This is the alif. And this Tashdeed goes on top of the ka. This is the ka part. Pakka. Let's do next one. Seen. Then a cha, che. Cha looks like this. But we are about to join it with the next cha. So we're not going to put a line, it's just going to join the next cha, like that. See, now we are beginning to learn how to write it. So there's another cha, che, and this che joins with the alif. So this is cha, and this is such. Such, cha. Let's put them together, shall we? We already wrote it in Hindi. Let's put them together, shall we? Seen, when it joins it, we know it takes this form. Cha, when it joins something, it takes this form. So that is such, and then we need another cha, and it's going to join the alif. We have to put it all together. So it looks like this. Oh, this is actually tricky. So, cha, and then alif with Tashdeed on top of it. Sacha. Sacha. Now watch what happens. This handwriting, as you see here, there is nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly legitimate. It's perfectly legible. Nobody would have a problem with it. But if you want to write it as a grown-up person, this is a child's handwriting. Not wrong, but a little childish. If you want to write it as a grown-up person, then instead of writing a so and then lifting your hand to write a cha, like we did here, we don't do that. We write it together and it looks like this. Here's a sa and then a cha and then continues. Sacha. These are both correct. Sacha. This thing is same as that thing. Sacha. Let's do one more, shall we? Instead of sacha, let's write a new word, shall we? Let's replace the sa with a ka. Let's replace the sa with a ka. And now it reads kacha. Kacha is in something that is not fully cooked, something that is in its raw form, kacha. So we just have to replace the sa with a ka. Ka, when it's about to join, it looks like this. Instead of a sa here, we'll have a ka. That's all. That's all. Again, this is fine, there is nothing wrong with it, but if you want to write it as a grown-up person, you will write your ka and you will continue. It's a Tashdeed. Kacha. Kacha is in something that is not ripe. Let's do one more, shall we? Let's do one more. I'm being very lazy because I want to make 2 videos. I have 20 words that I want to, actually I had many more than 20 words, but I decided not to try to cover all of them because otherwise I'll bore the pants off you. I have collected well over 50 words with the concept of Tashdeed in them, but I decided to cover just the basic first 20 words that I have here. So I'm doing 10 in this video, which is day number 29. Tomorrow on day number 30 I will do 10 more words with the concept, with words dealing with the concept of Tashdeed. And because I have to make a next video right after this one, I'm being lazy here because I don't want to rewrite the whole thing. And that's why I left it there. Let's do one last one, shall we? We have kacha. Let's do one more. Pa, pe, this is a pe, pe, and then a ta, te, te, but this is going to be half a ta, and then another te, and alif. As I said in the beginning, these are very simple words. It reads patta. Patta is in a leaf. A leaf, patta. Let's put them together, shall we? So when we put them together, oh, patta, there we go. So when we put them together, what happens is that this pa and a ta join, and then this ta has to join the alif, and it looks like this when it joins it. But we don't have to write the ta twice. We don't have to write the te twice because we're going to employ Tashdeed. Tashdeed is going to tell the reader, hey, this is to be pronounced twice. First as half a letter, and second time as a full letter, full sound. Let's do it together, shall we? So there's nothing to do actually. You just put a pa in front of it and put a Tashdeed on it. That's it, you're done. Like this. Voila, that's patta. That's how we write patta. That's how we write leaf. Patta. That's all I have for today. As I said, tomorrow we'll meet again and we'll do 10 more words. Alright? Bye now.